All right, here with 2015 shooting guard Brevin Pritzl. Tough game tonight, went to overtime against Illinois Stars. Just kind of talk about, your team's performance and your performance tonight.
In the beginning of the game, we really struggled because we couldn't find baskets. I think it was 6 to 20 something at that point. And we started to really battle back. I think at that point we were on like a 13-5 run to cut it to 6 at half, which is really what we kind of needed. And then in the second half, Romeo really kind of took over running our plays, and he ran them to perfection because he found the right read every time, whether it was getting to the rack, pulling up, finding the slip guy at the back, the roll guy behind. I mean, he did a phenomenal job. Which brought us back into that game. And then unfortunately, in the end of the game, we had a couple of calls that go our way and ended up losing it.
You battled foul trouble most of the second half. Just kind of talk about, does that take away any from your offensive game when you're kind of in and out of the game like that?
Well, it's tough because teams will play me the same kind of way, the physical nature, kind of not let you get the ball, but we can't. I got called for that, so fortunately, you try to get that same thing because you try to make the cuts that they make to get those calls. But I mean, they did a great job of the ball for the most part, so it's tough to get points there.
You got to guard Aaron Jordan a little bit, a kid that's heading to Illinois. Was that a pretty good test for you on the defensive end?
Yeah, I could have done a lot better. My shoes were so darn slippery. I probably would have stuck it better, but he's a great player. Really enjoyed competition against him.
Recruiting front, big week for you. Start with the Wisconsin visit. Just kind of talk about how that visit went, what were you able to see, how that visit went for you.
It went good. I mean, I sat down with Coach Ryan for probably about an hour and a half, and then did kind of the tour of the Kohl's Center, talked to the academic counselor at the Fetzer Center, and then went to talk to the strength trainer and figure out what he has in for their program. And then I took a campus tour, kind of see how it is, and really liked it there.
What was the feedback Coach Ryan had for you?
What do you mean?
What kind of stuff did he tell you while you were there?
Okay.
You ended up offering. Why do you feel comfortable about the offer?
He sees me as coming in kind of a scorer like Ben Rust. I mean, I don't know if I kind of like the same role as Ben Rust. Maybe I play a little more athletic, a couple different things here and there. But he wants me to kind of play it, step into that kind of role.
And obviously that's a big offer from the in-state school. Where does that put Wisconsin on your list of potential schools right now?
Good catch. Right now I don't really have any kind of list type tops here. I'm just kind of feeling it out and see how it goes.
Same thing with Marquette. They ended up offering. How was that visit? What's their feedback?
It was real good. I mean, I talked to Coach Wojo for a long time. We talked about what he kind of sees me as doing, and he kind of liking what he wants me to do. What they did with J.J. Redick down at Duke, coming off screens and trying to find the ball in his hands and playing him as a scorer, is what he sees me doing as. And then he kind of did the same thing. Kind of toured the campus, talked to the strength guy.
What's next for you recruiting-wise? Any other visits coming up? Any other schools that you want to get out and see?
Nothing right now, no. I mean, because it comes up to the dead period soon, so I don't have any visits scheduled for now.
Okay. You've kind of received feedback. You've been receiving interest from a number of schools, a lot of big-time programs. How are you kind of taking that all in? Obviously, a big spring for you on the recruiting front, and AAU ball, you're playing real well.
Got to take it with a lot of humbleness because you come out in a game like this where you kind of play it kind of flat, and I didn't play too good this game. But as a team we did, but it's kind of just you got to play and you got to find a way to be consistent. So because once you get those kind of interests, if you play not as good, they're going to be always little skeptics of it. So I mean, I kind of just take it as it's good, but I need to continue to work to keep playing consistent.
Are there a couple schools out there that you'd like to see an offer come in from? Any that you kind of have your eye on right now?
Nothing really like that, no.
Okay. Have you talked to your family about how you want to narrow things down, a timetable for a decision?
I don't really have a timetable for sure. I mean, I play all July if needs be, and then do all the stuff after July. But if I find what place that I really think fits me well, I'll make that decision earlier if needs be.
I think I saw your brother here today. What have you learned from him just as a player and through the recruiting process?
I've learned a lot. Like just yesterday, we were playing at open gym, and I mean, he's probably my biggest competitor and my toughest challenge because he knows everything I do, and I just think I know everything he does. So I mean, he brings me to a whole nother level in my game to make me work harder. I mean, he's been through this whole thing of recruiting, so he's got a lot of insight that he can help me with too.
Okay, great.